Hi there, I'm Samma with Samma Says, and I wanted to make a quick video going over some of the changes that I've made to the teen room at our library since I came and started working here 5 years ago. This is my desk. I get to sit back here, not too often yet, but hopefully more in the future. The Please Interrupt Me sign works wonders. I want to get a couple more decorations up, probably perler beads, lots of Undertale. But as you can see, we've got lots of fun new furniture here. Gonna come on up to my March Madness display. It's a new theme every year. This year is different couples. But let's take a step back into 2011. This was, I think, 2 years after we started. They had done this big renovation to the teen room and made it what it was. The card catalog hasn't moved too terribly far. The sign has changed. There's a naming rights for the teen room, and it's currently the Frank A. Wiener Teen Room. But you can still see in and see what's going on. The layout's a little bit different, and you can kind of see it a little bit better from, back here. We'll head on inside. The first thing they see is the short story machine. I'm obsessively proud of this thing. I have multiple posts on it. It's empty, unfortunately. I have a hard time keeping it stocked. But here's the floor plan, and I think you can see that it's opened up a lot, and that's what you're going to see a lot of as we jump back and forth. This is still the same whiteboard that we have, but it had that weird jutting out shelf, and it was just getting very hard and cramped in the room to move around, so I took that out and had them put it over on the sides. We do have these really fun gaming computers. This was through a technology grant. Our IT person went ahead and built up all of these fun cases, so all the computers were built from scratch. They all have access to a library of Steam games. I'll be making a post at some point on how friggin' hard it is to work on some Steam libraries. There's a lot more work than I thought there would be. But it's a lot of fun. The teens all really appreciate it, and we're getting some good use out of it. This is our summer swap shelf. This was here when I started working here, but it used to be much emptier. It's now a lot of books the teens need for summer reading and that sort of thing, any kind of school reading. These are donated copies. I put the yellow sticker on, and I put a note in the side saying, hey, just please return this whenever you're done. And most of the time they do come back. I need a weed. I need a weed terribly. This is one of the first fun additions I had. They're whiteboard tables, as you can see. All sorts of things happen on them. They're half the time they're schoolwork and half the time it's just art and fun things. And they're all pretty easy to move, except when, you get a marker stuck in them. They're always in all sorts of different configurations. I have to keep restocking the markers. But they've got the whiteboard they have on the tables, they have it on the wall there. They still want more whiteboards, and I don't blame them. Whiteboards are the best. We have gotten rid of this bench setup because it was falling apart. I think it only made it about 3 years. But you can see part of the couch over there is still in the room today. Oh, we don't see it. But it's all movable too. I had this weird corner, so I threw a bookshelf in here. This has anything I want to give away. The First in Line stuff, which is a really great program from, I think, Random House. All of my ARCs, whenever I get them, I put them here for the teens to take. I am running very low. More books. There's some graphic novels at the end, which is where they are here as well. So that's what the TV used to sit on. I very recently got a new entertainment system for it. And beanbags. These beanbags are all my teens want to talk about ever. They love them, and I love them. I steal them and take naps. We also got this PlayStation 4 and Xbox One with the technology grant. I've been slowly making perler bead art to decorate. I want to get my teens to make some too. We keep some board games and such. These have been there for a while. I need to start getting a couple new ones. But yeah, they can come and check out controllers for the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. And there's the couch. It moves around, and they have a lot of fun with it. So I think they enjoy it. I've had lots of fun getting it a little bit different every year when I get to spend some money. So I want to just keep making it what it is that the teens want. And I think that's going to just be more whiteboards next year. So I am going to leave this on a still frame for a moment so I can talk about this a little bit more. I want to say some of the most important parts of redesigning this room has been making more floor space available to the teens. They love being able to configure those desks any way they need to. They're constantly being shifted around. The room is now better situated for if someone wants to come in and study by themselves or bring a big group in and study. It's great for schoolwork or just for hanging out. It kind of goes in waves what it's being used for at the moment. And the short story machine, again, I could go on and on about that all day long. I've had a lot of fun making that hack. And the next step is just convincing my teens to write stories for it so I can have some new material in there. Also, you can see in that video the importance of weeding. I haven't been able to order books for the last 2 months because there's no space to put any more books. So I've got to go through and weed out because I can't expand the bookshelves anymore. But you can also see from the videos as I kind of pan back and forth between 2011 and now that there were a lot fewer books. I don't know what our difference in ordering style was or if they just weeded more often. But I've reached the absolute limit of my shelves' capacity to hold books. So gonna have to go through and take out some of the older ones. But again, I think the most important thing was just freeing up some more space there. That's the one thing the teens always come up to me and say if they knew the teen room before I started messing around with it, was being able to walk around more freely and not feel weirdly divided by the bookshelf in the center. But it's just very important to listen to what it is that your teens need. I was going to go in an entirely different direction with some of the furniture choices. But I put out a survey, a paper survey and an online survey. I offered a free $10 gift card to Starbucks to one randomly selected winner and got back a lot of really awesome feedback. I think I probably had 30 people weigh in. I didn't even know we had 30 teens that came, but they surprised me. I have a survey still in there that they're able to fill out at any point in time, kind of keep me on the right track. And I think that's it. Thank you for taking this little tour of the teen room with me. I look forward to being able to change it up a little bit every year. Definitely making sure my teens have a great place to come and work or come and play or come and socialize is one of my favorite parts of my job, along with ordering the books for that room. So have a good morning or a good afternoon or a good evening, whenever it is, wherever you are, and I will see you later.